Hi, what's up everyone? Today we're going to do subtraction level 2, a little bit harder because sometimes you have to borrow from the top line. So if, for example, you have too much in the bottom line and you don't have enough in the top line, then you need to do what we call borrowing because there's not enough. So if that's something that you're struggling with and you want a little bit of help, you've come to the right place. So make sure you watch the video, that you do the questions, and then you should feel better about it all. Okay, let's get started. Alright, so thank you so much for being here, you guys and girls. Let's see what we're doing today. So I'd like you to pause the video and try the questions. Alright, so if you've paused the video, you've tried the questions, some questions you're doing alright, some questions you found a little bit difficult, that's okay, I'm here to help you. So we're going to start with the first question, and the idea of borrowing, like here in the ones, I see that I've got 2 ones and I've got 6 ones at the bottom. Well, there's a bit of a problem with that because 6 ones is bigger than 2 ones. So how do I deal with that thing? Well, I need to borrow from the tens because I don't have enough ones in the ones. 6 take away from 2, I cannot do that. But I could take 6 away from 12 if I borrow the 10 from the 8. So let me do that right now with you. I'm going to change my 8 into a 7. And now I'm going 6. How far is 6 from 12? And I'm trying to subtract 6 from 12. And you know how to do 12 minus 6 because that's a 6, right? So then here I have to do 7 minus 2. How far away is 2 from 7? Well, that's 5 away, so that's nice and easy. And then 6 minus 4, which is just 2, so that's like super easy. So, okay, that's nice. I managed to do the first question. Now the second question has 2 minus 7. Again, I have a little problem because I need to borrow 7 from 2, and I cannot do that. So I'll borrow from the 0. But the 0 and the tens has nothing to offer me because it's a 0. So I need to do what we call a double borrow, which means I'm going to go to the next number and I'm going to borrow from the 1, which means my 0 turns into a 9 because it's 10 minus 1, which is 9. And now I do 7 take away from 12. So 7 take away from 12 is a 5. 2 take away from 9 is a 7. And I'm pretty happy about my answer. Okay. Oof, that was a tough one because there's a double borrow there. Okay. 8 minus 1. Easy peasy. 7. 9 take away from 7. I cannot do that. So I'm going to borrow 1 from the 7, turn it into a 6. 9 take away from 17, that's an 8. 6 take away from 6 is a 0. I don't need to write it down, but just to be clear. Next question, question 4. I think we're doing pretty good here. 8 minus 7 is a 1. 0 take away from 6, that's super easy, that's a 6. And then 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, I like this one. That was nice and easy. So question 5. I'm not going to do all the questions. Maybe I go up to 8, but after this you should be able to do 9 through 12. If you want to do them as practice, you're most welcome to. 3 take away from 2. I cannot do that because 2 is smaller than 3, so I borrow from the 3, turn it into a 2. 3 take away from 12 is a nice 9. 3 take away from 2, I cannot do that, so I need to borrow here, turn that into a 2. 3 take away from 12, that's another 9. And then 0 take away from 2, I've got 299. Okay. Let's see, question 6. So 2, I need to take 6 away. I cannot do that, so I borrow from the 7, turn it into a 6. 12 minus 6 is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. Well done if you managed to do question 6. Question 7. 7 minus 1 is 6. 1 minus 9, I cannot do that, so I need to borrow from the 3. And now I can say 11 minus 9, which is 2. My 3 became a 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, good. Question 8, and I'm going to say that that's my last question for this worksheet for now because I'm feeling pretty happy about the whole thing. So I know how to borrow. So let me see. 4 minus 9 here. Oh, I cannot do that, so I'm going to change my 3 into a 2. And then I can go 14 take away 9, which is, what do I do? 14 take away 9, I get a 5. Then I can go 2 minus 1, which is a 1. and then 1 minus 1, which is a 0. So I'm pretty happy about this whole thing. That's 15. And then you can try questions 9, 10, 11, 12. So I think these are okay. The super hard questions are questions like question 2, where you've got like a double borrow, where you need to borrow from the 0, but you can't. So you have to turn the 0 into like a 9. I mean, you turn it into a 10, so you can take away from it. And then you have to go to the next number. So this time we had to turn the 0 into a 10 and in question 2. And we had to borrow 1 from the hundreds. So it's because we have no 10s to borrow from. Because we have no 10s, we have to go and look into the hundreds. See if we can give 100 to the 10s. And then see if we can give a 10 to the 1s. And then we're good. Okay, so I hope this was useful and simple enough for you so that you know how to do these and you feel pretty confident about it. Thank you so much for watching today. That's 5 minutes of tough mathematics. Not so tough. If you know what you're doing, it's okay and it's helpful for your school. Make sure you subscribe, that you like the channel, and that you follow, that you talk to your friends about it, even if it's not the coolest thing at school. That's okay. You all want to be like good at mathematics so that your teacher says, wow, you're doing so good. And that's so you're able to do sciences when you grow up, because that's very important too, right? Okay, thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.